TVL, King said for like wrestling tape family, what's going on? First review in a long doggone time. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about every matchup that happened tonight, the big surprise that happened at the end of the show. Um, so let's first and foremost, let's start off. This crowd in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, they was hot. They was red hot. They was hot. I gotta give them props. The crowd was in it. They was like I said, when you put on the decent product, cats is gonna be in it. They're gonna be in it. They could care less how long the match goes. If you're giving a decent product, if matches are good, cats are gonna be invested. They can care less how long the show is. How do I feel about Money in the Bank? Outside of the terrible production from the Peacock app, because Peacock is terrible, man. They should have never let go of the WWE Network. Peacock is terrible. The glitches that kept happening, you couldn't even watch some of the matches. I mean, just in and out. I said, come on, y'all. Peacock been on what for a couple of months now, ever since WrestleMania 37, right? If I'm not mistaken. I'm like, come on now, y'all need to get this stuff right. Come on. So on the pre-show, let's talk about the pre-show. Let's see, do they got the pre-show match? Where is that? Here's the pre-show match. Okay, so we have the pre-show match. We have the Usos taking on the Mysterios, Dominique and Rey Mysterio, Jimmy versus Jay for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. This was a great opener. Now, it was a lot of people that was upset online about the finish. I was shocked because I really thought that the Mysterios was going to retain. You know, I didn't think right now, especially with the situations going on with Jimmy, I didn't think that Vince would reward him, but this is exactly what Vince does. Vince rewards people for doing stupidity. That's just how Vince gets down. The Usos are your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, which means the tribe is getting bigger with the titles. Everybody got titles in the tribe right now. Everybody. The bloodline, they call themselves the bloodline. They all got titles, right? But everybody was upset. I really didn't do a video on the whole situation about Naomi fans going crazy because they was blaming her for Jimmy's situation. They was out of line. Like I said, wrestling fans could be stupid. I mean, a whole bunch of them. I mean, just straight dumb. But like I said, the match was good. It was a very good tag team match. I was shocked. I literally thought that Ray and Dominique was going to retain those titles, especially being back in front of a live crowd. But the Usos retained. They won. They won. So my bad. Not retained. They won for they won them back. I think this is their seventh time being tag team champs, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, it is what it is. So that's the pre-show. Now we get to the women. The women's Money in the Bank match. Now, it was only one woman that I actually wanted to win this match. I just mentioned her name because of how she's been booked. She's been booked completely like hot garbage. I'm thinking, especially now with her husband and her brother-in-law winning the tag team titles, you would have thought, okay, let's go ahead and give Naomi the briefcase. Man, this match was so freaking sloppy. Every girl in this match, from Alexa, the one who won the match, Nikki Ash, Liv Morgan, Natalia, Tamina, Zelina, aka Unionization, Oscar. I mean, it was too many botches. It was just sloppy. I was like, man. And I'm gonna give them an effort for trying, but they could have done a 1,000% better. I just was like, man. So the scene that everybody was talking about, the girls are all on the ladder, right? They all look real silly. Now, they all took the time out to make sure they got rid of the demon girl, aka Alexa Bliss. They made sure they put her on an altar ladder so that she could get up. That was the name of the game. She was out there possessing Zelina and everything. And listen, y'all, this is gimmick. I can't stand it. I can't stand it at all, man. I told y'all it's only two. Listen, now we got Malachi Black. Obviously, he's gonna roll. I guess he's gonna roll with the satanic gimmick over in AEW. We'll see how that works. But I told you, it's only two clowns that I ever roll with that got the satanic gimmick over, and that's Undertaker Kane. But other than that, I'm not feeling her gimmick at all. Nikki Ash is a complete joke. Liv Morgan, she tried nothing. Tamina, Natalia, nothing. Oscar, I feel bad for Oscar, Naomi. I feel bad for them because it's like you would think they would actually do something with the ladies, but they don't. They care less. They just don't. So all the ladies on the ladders, right? They all look goofy as heck, just real silly. Nikki Ash took advantage of it, climbed on one of the ladies' backs, and she took the briefcase and she won. So apparently, when they was coming out, she came out to crickets. Well, when she won, I guess people was happy with it. I don't know, man, but it's obvious, and they said that every woman who's had the briefcase has successfully cashed in. That tells me that Nikki Ash is going to try to cash in, and it won't be successful, which means that this match was a completely waste of time and space. I mean, man, welcome to WWE for you. This is WWE at its finest. So it is what it is. So after that, we got the Raw Tag Team Titles Championship match. We got Almost and AJ Styles versus Ivark and Eric, the Viking Raiders. This match was not actually that bad. It was some people was kind of upset about Almond's situation. This is how I feel about it, man. He's a big man. You know, build tall, big man like him really ain't going to be able to do what you want them to do. But he was okay for what his position was. AJ Viking Raiders basically carried this whole match. It was a somewhat decent match, but AJ and Almost retained. They retained the tag team titles, and so we move on. Now we get to the brothers going at it, and I said that it should be normal when you have cats like that in positions like this that they was in. We got Kofi Kingston versus Bobby Lashley. Um, it should be normal. But WWE has absolutely no desire to book cats like that in a positive light. Now I know everybody gonna be talking about who won the Money in the Bank for the men's side. I'll get to that, but just because that man won, it's gonna come down to how is the man presented. That's all I want. I just want us to be presented in a decent light where cats are gonna care about the match. Cats are gonna be invested, not just this last days ago, it's them. We care, we could care less. We just gonna have them up there just looking real stupid all the time. Bobby Lashley actually looked dominant as he should have been booked his entire run. He basically beat the bricks off of Kofi Kingston, and this was the funny part. No Xavier Woods. I was expecting him to come out there with that goofy clown trombone. That fool was nowhere in sight. He was nowhere in sight. And I'm trying to figure out what in the world. So now I'm thinking maybe they're gonna have Xavier Woods cost Kofi. Nope. Bobby Lashley just basically beat the snot out of him. He beat the brakes off him. Kofi Kingston got tore up from the floor up. And Bobby Lashley is still your WWE champion. Like I said, I just wish they booked the man right. But like I said, I'm gonna keep saying they just have absolutely no desire to book us in a decent light. That's why a lot of people is actually complaining about Bianca Belair. Listen, I love Bianca Belair, man. I'm a Bianca Belair fan. I'm gonna roll with her every day. But the name of the game is to book her in a decent light and get fans to care. Fans don't care because they don't when they see her, they don't really see money. They just see, oh, we got a black woman with a title. We're gonna do her terrible, just like how we did Bobby Lashley. And her run is gonna be trash, and people are gonna be tired of it, and they want her to lose the title. And this is unfortunate, man. I told you this is what I hate about wrestling, the wrestling fans, and wrestling as a whole. I don't want to keep coming on here. Actually, you have to keep discussing this, but you have no choice. And see what took place in the men's Money in the Bank, which I believe is the next match, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna make sure I ain't leaving nothing out. No, it's the Raw Women's though. This was it. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. So yeah, so Bobby Lashley retains. Now we move on to I call these two Android 2.1 and Android 2.0. You got Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. Now, there was a lot of botches in this match, but the one thing I got to give these two ladies, that these two ladies have great chemistry when they wrestle together. You know, I might clown them on everything, but Rhea and Charlotte work well together. They really do. There's a lot of things they got to clean up with all the botches that they do, but they work well together. It was a pretty solid match that they had. I called it. I said that Rhea was losing, and that the original Android, was going to get her title back. She did. Charlotte Flair walked in and she got it, and she is now your new. I think this is her 14th reign. 14th. I know that she got a whole lot of reigns, so this is her next reign. Let's see how long this lasts. She has it. Rhea Ripley done. You know. So then now this is when the show was really messing up. I mean, it was just messing up, and I'm like, oh man, right when it's coming to the men's Money in the Bank, it's like it was just Peacock app was just on some bull jive. It was on some serious bull jive. I mean, just buffering, flickering, all it. I mean, just I'm like, come on, WWE, come on, Peacock. What the heck is wrong with y'all? Y'all fools is a $1 trillion corporation, and you out here presenting and putting this foolishness on, acting like everything is all good. Thankfully, like after the middle of the match, they actually got the stuff situation. This was a great men's Money in the Bank. You had cats doing all kind of crazy stuff. We had KO, Drew McIntyre, Matt Riddle, Ricochet, Johnny Morrison, Big E, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Seth Rollins. They had everybody on the edge of their seat because all of these fools had a potentially opportunity to win. Drew McIntyre got taken out by Jinder Mahal and his crew. So there you have it. You got that's one match already set up for SummerSlam. Jinder Mahal versus Drew McIntyre. It's already set up. So with him getting taken out, now it's only 7. So with Matt Riddle, they made you think Matt Riddle was gonna win. I'm thinking, well, Orton has been a no-show. So maybe Orton's gonna come in there and he's gonna screw that man, which is gonna cost him the title. Or cost him a chance of winning the briefcase. No, it didn't happen. So fast forward to a long story short, all the dudes basically got laid out. Everybody got laid out. Then you had Seth Rollins in the ring by himself. He up there trying to do his self prophecy as if he was gonna become a second time Money in the Bank briefcase holder. Nope. Biggie hopped up in there. The fans, they went completely insane. Biggie got that man. He did the move. I don't even know what his move was called. He did the move. Biggie got up there and he took the briefcase down. Biggie is your 2021 Mr. Money in the Bank. The fans went crazy. I said, man, it's about time Biggie get this push. But once again, like I said, it got to be normal. This has to be normal. We got to get to a place where this is normal, where we don't have to keep bringing up the fact that this is the first ever black dude to win the Money in the Briefcase. It has to be normal. But because of the way how the community is and the way how wrestling has been so uh behind pushing cats that don't look like Biggie, and it's always a neglected. Now after all these 50,000 years, it's like they trying to do it, and I'm like, okay, but here's the deal: you're doing it, but please do it just like how you doing with everybody else. I'm happy that Biggie got the briefcase, but at the end of the day, it's always gonna come down to how is the man gonna be booked as he moves forward to whoever he plans on cashing in. More than likely, it looks like it's gonna be Bobby Lashley because of how Kofi Kingston just got destroyed. I mean, it just makes perfect sense. I was thinking like, well, he's on SmackDown, but I'm like, well, Big E's getting ready to get transitioned over to Raw because the draft is coming up. But everybody and their mama went completely insane now. Uh, but unfortunately, now I don't know if this is true. Everybody, I don't know if you're familiar with Jason Solomon, better known to the IWC as Solid Monster. He said that he thought Big E possibly may have got injured because he said that he looked like he couldn't lift his arm. I'm like this, well, when you win the briefcase, you got up to a year to cash in. So Big E, if he is technically injured, well, he really doesn't even, I mean, he can still be on the show, but he doesn't have to wrestle nobody. You know what I'm saying? And he can use this time to heal up if he's technically injured, according to him. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention, but that's what he said, but it is what it is. So congratulations to Big E on winning the men's Money in the Bank. Um, we're gonna see how it's booked, how his run is booked as he has this briefcase. Because when you get the briefcase, potentially that means you're supposed to win the title. But it is what it is. So now we get to the main event: Roman Reigns versus Edge. Now before the main event took place, you seen Seth Rollins in the back. Seth Rollins was like, "This was supposed to be my moment. The prophecy didn't come to pass. It's my moment. I'm up next." He holding his gut and everything. He hurting. He getting beat. He was beaten up. He like, I should have won. So that told me all I need to know. They've been talking about Edge and Seth Rollins for SummerSlam. I say he gonna come out, he gonna cost Edge. I already know what's gonna happen. Now, so many clowns in the IWC, yeah, I call them clowns. Don't get offended by me saying what I said. So many clowns in the IWC was talking about this should have been the match at WrestleMania. Was the match a good match? Absolutely, it was a good match. But I still prefer the triple threat. That's just me. If you like this match, you say this match is better than the match at WrestleMania, hey, you got every right to think that way. I was sitting there, and I'm not gonna lie, for the first 10 minutes of the match, I really wasn't paying attention. I'm just gonna keep it real. And I love both of these cats. I think Roman Reigns is the best dude in wrestling, period, right now, outside of Kenny Thanos over in AEW. I'm just calling it what it is. And y'all know me, I'm an AEW head through and through. But and then like I said, Edge is the man, you know what I'm saying? But then like this match was very old school. You basically had Roman beating the brakes off him, and Edge had to try to make that baby face come back. Uh, so with all the goofy stuff going on, oh, and everybody's favorite thing, Charles Robinson, something with the referee. You know what, man? What's with the referees always got to get laid out? It's like, and it just looked forced. I'm like, man, the refs always got to get. He barely got tapped. He was like, pfft, and then he fell out. He acted like he hurt, and I'm like, man, stop. Then when he fell out the ring and he looked directly up at the Titantron, this is what be the stupid part. I'm like, you see what's going on in the ring. You see the stupidity that's about to take place. But you act like you don't see none. This is stupid. So anyway, the Usos, they came out right. Like they was finna try to help Roman. But then here come the Mysterio. So obviously the feud ain't over since they just lost the title. So obviously they got their they don't really talk about rematch clauses, but WWE land, rematch clauses don't really mean nothing. You can get a shot and lose. You can keep losing, and losing some more, and you get another shot. That's just how it is in WWE land. But so they came out, beat them up, and took them back to the back, right? So um, Roman actually had got the little chair bar thing he was gonna try to do what Edge has been doing to him over and over again. That's putting the little chair bar and holding it, trying to make him submit through his mouth and everything. So anyway, well, Roman wasn't successful. Edge got him, and he got him into it. Who comes out as predicted? Seth Rollins comes out and he kicks him, and you think that's gonna be the end of the match? Nope. They went some more. They went at it some more. And then Edge tries to get the spear. Referee is nowhere in sight. And so then when he gets this, when the referee, the new referee comes in there, he gets the 1-2, no 3 count. Bro, now Edge, now Seth is still out there. And to behold, Seth Rollins is the reason, again, why Roman retains the title. Seth does the little goofy stuff. It costs his Edge. Roman does the move. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns is still your tribal chief. Acknowledge him, right? So he look at the camera, he get on the mic, and he say, now, everyone, acknowledge me. As soon as that fool said that, whose music hit? None other than Fruity Pebbles himself. Now, let me tell y'all something. Y'all know me. I clown Fruity Pebbles every day. I've been off the Fruity Pebbles bandwagon since back in 2007. I think 2007 was when I was done with Fruity Pebbles. I used to be on it. I mean, take it back. I was on it, but I wasn't on it like that. I really didn't still. I didn't understand the hate that he was getting and why he was getting it until like 2010. When 2010 came, I said, I'm done. I'm getting tired of Fruity Pebbles. I'm tired of them. I'm over it. I'm over Fruity Pebbles, right? John Cena came out there. Listen, that fool got one of the biggest pops. Listen, man, this is why fans are needed for wrestling. The man, Dane, that you kind of had goosebumps seeing the man being back in WWE. I'm like, man, I was like, dog, Fruity Pebbles is back. Fruity freaking Pebbles, aka John Cena, is back. And he got in the ring, looked at Roman. Roman like, man, what this fool want? He walked up to him. He did the little "you can't see me" stuff. I'm like, that crowd went completely bananas. I'm like, see, when WWE books stuff right, you can care less how long the show gonna be. That was a great moment. That was great. This was great, man. Like I said, outside of the bad production on the Peacock app side and the women's Money in the Bank match that was hot garbage, I actually thought this pay per view was not bad at all, man. I'm literally outside, like I said, outside of the goofiness, my honest review. Like I said, I told y'all, I don't be biased. I try not to be. I'm giving the show an 8 out of 10. This is my final grade for the show. I thought everybody came. They did what they had to do for the most part. A little sloppiness from certain people, but they came. They did what they did. Kudos to Vince and them. Outside of the goofy production from the Peacock app, you guys get an 8 out of 10, which means Raw is a must. SmackDown is a must. The ratings for SmackDown and Raw just went up. People are going to tune in. That's all I got to say. Uh, but it's unfortunate that it takes part timers to do it. This is why we need to build the future, because Fruity Pebbles not going to be there forever. John Cena's not going to be there forever. This is why you need to build the future up so cats that are new will get that same push or that same crowd reaction years down the line. Gotta build them right. You have to build them right. So overall, I give this show an 8 out of 10. Um, what y'all think, man? Y'all, if y'all like the show, if you didn't like the show, run into the comments. Y'all tell me what's up, man. This your boy Casey Field, King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. It's good to be back. Holla at your boy. Holla at me.